You Have to Win the Game is a free exploration platformer with a retro 1980s PC aesthetic that'll bring you back to the days of third-party saturation. You get that joke, kids? No? And look it up on the Wikipedias. Anyway, after a nice little intro, the game drops you off in a small square room, bordered by an old monitor to provide even more of that retro feel. There's no story or explanation as to why you're here, but it doesn't really matter because this game is all about the gameplay. Right away, the game immerses you with a powerful atmospheric soundtrack and sound effects that are both catchy and soft on the ears. Here, let's have a listen. Yep, that's it. The creator of this game was really banking on the retro feel with the lack of sound here. But you do have to give the creator some credit. The lack of music and discreet, star-like background really do drive the focal of the game to mechanics. After messing around for a bit with the respawn system, you'll come to your first enemy, a snake. Is it original? No, but it does feel like it fits in with the style of the game and it provides a bit of flavor with movement. Now, this isn't your Mario Brothers, kids, you can't jump on this thing. You'll learn pretty early on in the game that everything is out to kill you. Slithering snake, dead. Go for a swim, dead. It's more scared of you, dead. Diddly spikes? Oh, don't worry about it, dead. So, in a true Ghosts and Goblins fashion, you die very easily. I still can't say I've gotten to the boss twice in that game. Fortunately, if you're a casual like myself, you can ring these little bells and respawn there, no matter how gruesome a death. If you bust out the glasses, however, the bells are gone and you're on your own. Yeah, right here I would like to mention there's an actual game mode called YOLO where you only get one life, no checkpoints, and a slick pair of shades. Fitting? I guess. Anyway, eventually you'll fall down this giant hole with no hope of getting back up. No fall damage gets a thumbs up from me though. 2 of them. The direction you go at this point needs to be left because you always go left first if given the option. Here you'll encounter your first money bag, which I guess is supposed to be your inspiration to continue playing the game. There isn't really a reason to collect them, and you don't really get punished if you don't, but that too is a nod to the old games. Again, this reminds me of the secret that you can find in Ghosts and Goblins that drops an item that only adds to your score. It doesn't improve gameplay at all, it's just satisfying. The bottom right corner shows how far into the game you are. Going to different rooms and collecting money bags increases the number shown. The percentage is a trick and will end up fooling a few unlucky fools who go for the 100% playthrough, but we'll get to that later. When you're finished basking in the glory of your first point of addiction, you climb up to the first boss of the game, the horrifying, diabolical, malevolent, ball-throwing Hollow King. Yeah, it's not so threatening, but it is a neat mechanic that also provides for a neat sprite. Since you're casual, you have no time to discover how to beat this guy and you just try and try again, until eventually you pay attention and go with the flow. Since the balls are time-based, it's pretty easy to find a pattern and thus a path that you can get through. After collecting the first money bag, getting the first boss, you'll find your first of 4 power-ups, the Cerulean Aura. This turns blue ghost blocks seen before into blue not ghost blocks seen now. I like the way the game does this. It's just as simple as everything else, but complex enough to provide for a twist in different areas. Take this one for example. I want the money bag, but now there's a giant blue wall blocking it, so I have to go around. Naturally I do this and oh great, I'm trapped. Whew, that was a close. Nah, I'm still trapped. Yeah, it was a trap all along, so you have to die, go back, and then get back up there. Joy. But even the slightly frustrating parts of this game like that aren't so bad, because you get that glorious money bag adding to your percent edging closer and closer to 100. After some more gameplay, which isn't worth mentioning, but still kind of fun, you'll reach the second boss, the Dire Crab. Like the Hollow King, it throws balls in a pattern, but these are a little bit harder to dodge, so your best bet is to just Leroy Jenkins and hope that everything goes okay. You'll get the Crimson Aura here, which, much like the first power-up, turns these Crimson Ghost blocks into Crimson Not Ghost blocks. Not as original with this one, but it still works out in a game like this, and it feels right. After hopping over some jellyfish and going through a portal, you'll make it to the underground. The boss is pretty easy, and the Leroy Jenkins method works pretty effectively here as well. The power-up here is called Spring Heel Boots, giving you the classic double jump that you have to put into action right away if you wish to progress through the game. Now you'll climb up some mushrooms and get to what I consider the final boss in the game, the Hollow King, but this time he's got a new way to throw his balls. As intimidating as it seems, this incarnation is actually the easiest boss in the game, As all you have to do is hop once and you're out of firing range. Immersive if you ask me. The power-up gained from getting past this boss is appropriately named Spider Gloves, as it allows you to climb up walls in a way that keeps the game challenging. Oh, and it makes this hell possible. This room has been cursed by all the Nordic gods. If you haven't noticed by now, at the bottom of the screen there's always a quirky little saying like, obvious movie quote and the floor is lava. Really nice modern twist that keeps the game spicy. You'll do a few more monotonous things, find a secret cat room, and eventually end up back at the beginning. By the way, in case you were wondering, no, the cats don't know the magic word. It's not please either. Now you'll get to hell number 2. I really can't find a good pattern to this place and usually just man mode my way through, dying countless amount of times. From here you have 2 options. Go to the end of the game or collect all the money bags. Let's pretend you're the eccentric kind of person and want to go for the 100% instead of the lousy 49. Well, this requires you to go through, collect all the money bags all scattered throughout, and then eventually end up here at the end again. Here you're given 2 options, win or lose. Naturally you want to choose win so you can beat the game. This won't work out for your 100% go-getters, so you didn't see the lose room. So instead of choosing win, you choose lose, and oh boy, you're at 99% now and you're back at the beginning? Is this a joke? No, you really are. All power-ups gone and nothing gained, except now you're sitting at 99%. Gosh, I wonder if I can think of any other game that I've mentioned too many times that makes you beat it twice. So you get to the end, you're at 100% now, and that's all you get. That's the end of the game. It was a nice journey and a real great throwback, I guess. If you're into this kind of stuff, hey, it's free on Steam, and if you're not, well, it's still free. Anyway, I suggest it to all you out there. Have some fun, guys.